Uh, Students, today we'll see one numerical of velocity analysis by relative velocity method, RVM method. Now, let's take one numerical. Let me take one problem first. So let's say we have this configuration given. This is 6.0. This is crank. It is connecting this. It is connecting road here, and this is slider. The points are point A, point B, and this is the line of action of the slider. Now, one more random point is there. Let's say this point is B. One random point is given in the configuration, and this point is C. Now, this crank rotates at certain angular velocity, and that is given to us. Let's say crank A rotates, it is having certain angular velocity of 10 radian per second. It is given. Then this angle is also there. For this instant, the crank is at 45 degree. Then these lengths are given. The length of the crank OA, then length of crank AC, then this AB, BC, correct? So this is given in the problem statement itself. So let's say it is 20 centimeter. OA is given. AP, that is, let's say 70 centimeter. Then next is question. Question is determine angular velocity of link PA. This is the link. Let me take this point as P. Sorry, let me take this point as P. So angular velocity of piston P, or we can say that angular velocity of link PA, that is the unknown. Angular velocity of link PA. Then velocity of piston. So this P piston is your P point. We are considering this piston. It is designated as P. So velocity of piston, I can write it as VP. Then the next question, velocity of this point B. Third, velocity of this point B when velocity of point B when it is at the distance of 20 centimeter from point A. So this is given to you 20 centimeter in the configuration diagram. So we need to determine this three things: velocity of piston, angular velocity of this link PA, and velocity of this point B. This point B, it is placed on this rigid link AP somewhere, and the distance is also given 20 centimeter, and total length is also given. So you can calculate the velocity of this point B also. Okay. So let's try to solve this particular problem by relative velocity method. So let's start. First of all, here angular velocity of this link AO is given to you. It is 10 radian per second. So what we can do from the equation, fundamental equation of velocity, velocity is R into omega. Correct. We can calculate velocity of this link A with respect to point O. I can write it as velocity of A with respect to O. The radius, this particular link OA will rotate like this. So this radius will be the length of link. So that radius I can write it as AO, and that is given to us. correct? And angular velocity of A with respect to O, that will be the omega. Now, I think length OA is given to us, that is 20 centimeter, and angular velocity is also given 10 radian per second. So if you solve it, you will get it around 200 centimeter per second. The unit, they have given the unit in centimeter. So the velocity of point A with respect to O, you are getting 200 centimeter per second. Now, next thing is, let's draw a velocity diagram first of all, correct? So what we can do in velocity diagram, this is purely a graphical method. So what we'll do in RVM, first of all, we'll start with the fixed point. So we'll see how many fixed points are there, and we'll start with that particular point, and we'll give the name in a smaller alphabet, in terms of smaller alphabet. So here O point is fixed, so I'm writing small o, correct? So suppose some other points are also there in the configuration, then you need to write in the form of smaller alphabets. But here only one point is there, so I'm writing it as point O. Now let's start. Now we know that the velocity of point A with respect to O is 200 centimeter per second. Now to draw the velocity vector, when I say velocity vector, as it is a vector quantity, it must have magnitude as well as direction. Then and then we can say it is a vector quantity. To draw the velocity vector, you must have magnitude and direction. Now here, for this particular link, velocity of A with respect to O is there. That means magnitude is known to us. Direction, we know that direction of the vector will be always, suppose it is rotating in the clockwise direction, it will be always perpendicular to this link AO, correct? The link will be OA, perpendicular to that will be your velocity vector. Or in the other term, what you can say, this is my fixed point O, this is my link, this is my point A, and this is my link. So what is happening here, the path of the point A, obviously it is rotating, so it will have this kind of circular path, it will trace this path. So velocity vector at any instant can be drawn by making a line that is tangent to this particular circle at this point. So if you make that, this will be the velocity vector at that particular point. And in the other way, you can call it as, it will be obviously 90 degree to the link joining A with the center point O. Suppose I need to determine, or suppose I need to draw velocity vector here, then at this particular location, tangent to this location, and ultimately it becomes 90 degree to that particular line joining O and point A at that particular instant. So velocity vector you can draw 90 degree, or we can say tangent to the path at the particular instant. So here velocity of point A with respect to O, you can draw normal to line joining OA. So now you can see our answer is 200 centimeter per second. So what you can do, you can take some scale. So for the simplicity, so I'm taking my scale as 200 centimeter per second. I'm taking as, let's say, 40 mm, 40 mm. So what I will do, with the help of scale, what I will do, I will make a line that is having magnitude 40 mm, and it should be 90 degree to line joining OA. So I will make a line like this here. This is exactly 90 degree to link OA, and the magnitude will be 40 mm. So this point is A, correct? Now, whenever you draw velocity diagram, you must have direction. So this is velocity of point A with respect to point O. Let me write it in a upper letter. Velocity of A with respect to O. Is it okay? So this is 40 mm line, and it is drawn 90 degree to this OA. Is that okay? Now, next, let's come to this particular velocity of this particular point P. Now, we know that the piston this particular block or the slider, it is, the line of stroke is this, so it is moving in this particular direction, in this particular horizontal way. So obviously, if it is in the clockwise direction, it will move in this direction. So velocity of p will be, you can write, suppose it is going in this way, you can draw vector in that direction. So velocity of p you can draw from here to here, but I don't know where to stop because I don't have the magnitude of velocity of a piston. Actually, this is the unknown. So what I can do, I'm knowing the direction of, as far as piston is concerned, I'm knowing the direction, but I'm not knowing the magnitude. So what I'm doing, I'm simply making one line, and that represents what? One vector that represents what? That is the direction of the piston, correct? So it will go somewhere in this direction, but I don't know what is the magnitude of this particular line. So no worries. Now let's get back to this link. So now next thing is link PA, correct? So here A point is located, correct? This A point is located. So for the link PA, again we know that velocity of this particular point P with respect to A, you can draw 90 degree to this line joining A and P. So direction you are knowing, but again magnitude you don't know. So but as you can see, the A point is located, and suppose I need to draw the velocity of this link PA. What I can do, I will make a simple vector that should be the 90 degree to this particular line joining P and A. This vector will represent velocity of P with respect to A, correct? So now what we can do, I'll simply plot, as A is located, I'll simply make one line or one vector that is perpendicular to line A and P. Where is my point A? Point A is here. So from point A, simply I will make one line like this, and it will intersect somewhere here. So ultimately, now you are getting, this is my point P, small p, this is point A. Is that okay? So now you can write here this, now as these two line intersects here, now you can have the magnitude of this particular piston. What is the velocity of that piston? You can measure. So I'm writing velocity of P with respect to O, that will be the absolute velocity, or you can simply write it as velocity of P. Here also you can write it as velocity of A. Now here, the relative velocity of P with respect to A, what you can do, suppose I'm making this kind of arrow, so I should write it as velocity of P with respect to, reference is what? A. So I can write it as velocity of P with respect to A. Suppose I don't want to write like this, you can reverse the arrow also. You can write it as velocity of point A with respect to point P, correct? So it depends which reference. This is the relative velocity ultimately. So I want to determine the velocity of this piston P with respect to A. I can write it as PA or AP, and according to that you can put the direction, correct? So now what you can do, the first question was what? Velocity of piston. Now what you can do, you can measure with the help of scale, you can measure this particular line, and it will give you certain answer in millimeter. Again, you have to take this particular scale. The scale you have taken as 200 centimeter per second is 40 mm. So you can write it as, my scale is, for this I have considered 40 mm. So whatever answer you are getting here, for that, what should be the velocity? So this multiplied by 40 divided by 200, you will get the velocity of piston in centimeter per second. Correct. So if you solve it, you will get it around 172.5 centimeter per second. That is the first thing. Now, next next question. Again, what you can do, suppose you need to determine, the next question is what is the angular velocity of link P with respect to A. So you can determine from this fundamental equation, velocity is r into omega. So if you know the link AP length is given, I think, and that is let me see, it is 70 centimeter, I think. So 70 into omega of velocity of p with respect to a, or angular velocity of p with respect to a. Now this is the unknown. We need to determine this. So here, velocity of p with respect to a, you can measure with the help of scale. You can convert, depending upon your scale, you can convert that into centimeter per second. And after putting your answer in centimeter per second here, you can calculate angular velocity of this particular link, and you will get it around, let me uh, check it, you will get it around 2.143 radian per second. So this is your second answer. Now the very important question, what is the velocity of this point B? Now point B is placed somewhere here, and that distance is given from that point A or at point B, and we need to determine the velocity of this particular point B, correct? So for that, what we can do? So for that, we have to again get back to velocity diagram, and we need to uh, determine the velocity of point B first. Okay. So let's do this thing. So what you can do here, this is your the length is what, a to b is the distance of point B. It is 20 centimeter from point A, so this is 20 centimeter, it is given to us. Then the total length of this link PA is also given, that is 70 centimeter. So now what you can do, you can you should you what you have to do, will follow this particular logic. In how much proportion point B cuts this length AP? So what I can write, suppose I can write it as, let's say, AB by, I'm taking the proportions of length, AB by AP. You can take any, no issue, you can take any. So is equals to what I can write, what I can write, AB upon AP, or you can write PB upon AP, no issue. Related to that, I should write the velocity vector here. So here I can write it as, let's say, velocity of B with respect to A, velocity of P with respect to A, correct? So here, this is A point and this is P point, A and P. Now, what I can do, I'm knowing velocity of B with respect to A. This is where we have calculated velocity of B with respect to A. That is the unknown. Okay, this is known to us. Velocity of P with respect to A, that you have calculated. Correct. You can measure. This is unknown. We need to determine velocity of B with respect to A. Correct. So this is unknown. Velocity of piston, you calculated. The lengths are given, AB and AP. So now what you can do, you can put, like, this is 20 centimeter divided by total is 70 centimeter. I don't know this particular velocity. Velocity of P with respect to A is known to me now. I've calculated that in centimeter per second. So you can put here. So ultimately what you will get velocity of B with respect to A, something centimeter per second. Now you will get your answer in terms of centimeter per second. You can convert depending upon your scale. You can convert that into mm, and thereby what you can do, you can locate that point. Suppose you are getting, if you convert this, if you, depending upon your scale, suppose you are getting, after converting the centimeter per second, suppose you are getting the velocity of B with respect to A, depending upon your scale, let's say it is 30 mm. Then what you will do, what you can do here, with respect to A, correct, take 30 mm or whatever dimensions you are getting, whatever value you are getting. So let's say it is 20 30 mm. So simply you will measure it. Suppose it is coming somewhere here 30 mm. So this will be your point B. This will be your point B. Now what you can do, you can simply join this, and this will be velocity of B with respect to O point. Ultimately, this is the absolute velocity of point B with respect to O. Then suppose you want to measure, if you are measuring this, then I can write it as velocity of B with respect to A. Again, you can put it. You have already calculated that particular value, correct? Suppose I want to calculate velocity of B with respect to P also. Then you can have this particular vector B to P, correct? So this is velocity of P with respect to B. Suppose I'm taking this arrow. So, in a rigid link, if any point is given to you, you can use this particular logic. What you are doing, you are simply dividing the length. You are taking the proportions of length, and in the right hand side, you are simply taking the respective velocity vector. Correct. So thereby you can determine the velocity of that particular point with respect to the reference. Correct. Any reference. Suppose you have taken A or suppose you have taken P, you will get your answer. So thereby, after converting that value into whatever scale you have taken, you can locate that particular point B, and if you join this particular point B with the reference, you will have the absolute velocity of point B. This will be your velocity of B with respect to A. This will be your velocity of point P with respect to B. Correct. So this is a relative velocity method.